We're here. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Finally.
This episode will be sponsored by Kleenex. Get your Kleenex out. It's a sad one. This last episode.
A lot of tears in this one.
A lot of tears.
Oh, life is passing you by, by. Your whole reality is nothing but a lie. Please stop taking up, please stop taking, please stop taking up my time.
As we alluded to in the trailer, that cool trailer you made, probably the best thing we have, but nobody's watched it.
Yeah, probably not. I'll re-release it before I release this.
So, Black Hills, end of June.
We prepared. We went
in prepared.
We did. 100% prepared, I think.
Physically
and mentally.
Mm-hmm.
We had a plan. Now, here's the thing. We had a plan.
And we did the plan.
We followed the plan. But it was the wrong plan.
Yeah, well, like my own flexibility physically, we were not flexible in the moment, in the race.
Yeah.
We thought we needed to stick to the plan. And we were dealt some cards that we needed to be flexible, and we didn't do it. We didn't do it soon enough.
Yeah. I think that's exactly right. And we've hashed over this, obviously. Usually it ends in a lot of curse words and how we're terrible runners. And we circle around, typically. And we get back to, okay, we're motivated again. One of these fruit flies are flying around here. You see that thing?
Fruit.
I got a fruit fly infestation.
You can't get
rid of them. They're here. So let's just start with the facts.
Okay.
Fact is, we trained for a year, basically. I mean, 9 months.
9 months.
For this race.
Yep.
And I had a marathon before, so I had a race, but we're training basically for one race for the entire year.
Yeah.
And physically, we were ready for the race.
I think we were the most physically ready for the race that we've ever been.
Yep. And mentally, I think we were convinced we were going to finish this race and do a good job.
Yeah.
I think the thing we neglected to do was to take into consideration all the other variables that can happen during an ultra marathon.
Yeah, definitely.
And we knew those things could happen. We just didn't consider how it could affect our time.
Right. Well, the whole game plan, just a quick recap on the game plan, was to go out a lot slower than we did the year prior. To try to not burn so many matches getting to Silver City, which is a turnaround, which we were trending quite good for quite a ways, probably up to like what, 35,
and just
40 miles?
Just so people know, in an ultra marathon, certain aid stations that you get to, once you get into the race, there's cutoff times. Yep. And the reason why they do that is because they don't want people out on the race course for an inordinate amount of time.
Because there's volunteers.
Yep. And so what happened to us is we didn't reach the halfway cutoff time with enough time to prepare ourselves to continue on in the race. Which
in our minds.
Correction.
So, yeah, we were doing what I felt like we were okay up until we were dealt a curveball, which was the weather.
Yeah.
We could kind of see it was getting cloudy and might get kind of crappy. We got to an aid station, and then we were told, and we could see that people were getting concerned about the weather, like more so than just a little sprinkle or whatever.
Yep.
So we spent too much time there talking about it, which, you know, some of that's good. Some of it's, I think, bit us. We got prepared as well as we could. We took off. We made a climb. It started to sprinkle. We got to the top of the first climb, and it literally was like torrential and lightning, wind, rain. It was crazy.
It was a river coming down the trail at us.
Yeah.
Of water.
We were on like a
rain.
2-track kind of like UTV road trail, and it was like a river. And that was fine, but it started to slow us down significantly, even from the pace that we had previously been going, which was at a fairly easy pace, conservative pace. So we kind of just forged on, and that was a fairly long section. It was like 8 or 9 miles, and it rained basically the entire time. And I looked like Lindsey Vonn just skiing down these hills of mud. Yeah. And it was just horrible. I mean, I felt like we were trying in that time because we passed people that had just given up. Yeah. Basically. They were just trying to get to the next aid station and be done.
Call or quits. Yeah.
Yeah. So I felt like we were still trying to move. Like we hadn't like thrown in the towel by any means.
No,
I
not
didn't
at all.
think.
I wasn't thinking that at all.
No. And I thought we were still fine, basically. And then that section ends. We got on pavement. The trail finally exits onto some pavement that you run on, and then you run on like a good gravel road all the way to the aid station, which is probably like a mile or better. And this is where it really went south, in my opinion. Yeah. We just walked.
Yeah.
We walked that entire mile. It probably took 35 minutes to get to the aid station.
It could have taken 10.
Could have took 10.
Yeah.
Easily. We could have ran it in. We were not overcooked in any way.
No.
I mean, obviously we had kind of been through it because we had been on the mud for hours. But mistake number 1.
Yeah.
You can take it from there.
Yeah. And then once we got there, we spent a lot of time talking about how much hell we just went through.
Yep.
And that was our second mistake there. And and then once we finally got moving, it wasn't so bad right away.
No.
You know, the climb out of there was actually pretty good, decent footing and stuff. And we did, I think we made pretty good time going up.
Yep.
But then we hit some mud and it got really hard again.
Yeah.
And by the time we made it to Pilot Knob, which is the aid station before Silver City, we're starting to realize
we're in trouble.
We're in a lot of trouble. We may not make it to Silver City before the turnaround.
Yeah.
And that's where, in my mind, we made our third error. We gave up in that moment, I think. In that moment, we should have pushed as hard as we could have to get to Silver City, but we continued at a pretty conservative pace.
Yeah.
We should have ran out of there and just blitzed as hard as we could have reasonably.
Right.
To make up as much time as we could have to get to Silver City, to have enough time to prepare. But we were conservative, and we got there with about 6 or 7 minutes to spare, and we felt like that wasn't going to be enough time for us to turn around and go.
I think we started to overanalyze, like maybe we can make it back to Pilot's Knob, but then are we going to be able to make it to the next one? You know, it just... I think we just got in our heads thinking that
it started to snowball.
It had already snowballed, and it was going to continue to snowball. And like we were going to have to push beyond at the moment what we thought was possible to stay ahead of the cutoff.
And when you're in it, you forget that this is why we were conservative at the beginning.
Right.
Is so we could push hard right now. And so when we looked back at it, even the next day, when we looked back at it, it was like, we're idiots.
Right.
We should have pushed hard there. We'd been conservative this whole day for this moment, and we didn't do it.
Yeah.
And And
I don't understand that.
But I go back to, we're running one of these races a year, and you don't get the experience. You don't get yourself in that many moments where you have to make those decisions.
Right.
And I think the more you do these types of races, the more you understand, like, oh, here I am again. This time I need to make a different choice.
Yep.
And then you see what happens with that different choice. And that's, I mean, it's really like it's the perfect, it's like life, you know.
Yeah.
You go through life and you make different choices.
It's handing you the opportunity to make a decision.
Yep.
And I don't know what it is. You know, it's like you work all year to try to make those decisions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's like the whole thing of like doing ultra marathons is like getting yourself in this situation where you have to make a choice. Am I going to lay down and give up, or am I going to, you know, try to forge ahead, you know, and do what we can do. And I don't know. I think it's just a learning thing.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people that do ultra marathons do numerous a year.
Yeah.
And we're having to put the same amount of work in, you know, from now until next summer, you know.
Yeah.
But we're really only getting 1, maybe 2 opportunities.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're going to try to change.
Yeah. And it's the feeling you have to live with now.
Yep.
Of what do you do with that feeling? And so,
well, I think we need to use it as motivation.
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously, when you talk about failure, you have options.
Yep.
One option is you quit and you never run again, or you never try again. Another option is you come up with a bunch of excuses as to why you failed.
We've worked that out.
Oh, we went through all the excuses.
Yeah. None of them are good.
No, none of them are legitimate. I mean, we know why we failed.
Yeah.
And that's good because we've analyzed it. We've come up with what we can do different. And that's called, we call that failing forward. Like we figured out what we have to do next time to be successful. Doesn't mean we'll be successful next time, but we figured out what we can do differently to be successful next time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean we don't have to do all the same things that we did last time too, but we have to do more to be successful, obviously, because we weren't successful this time.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot. You can get lucky. That's
you can get
thing.
Lucky.
We would have, if we wouldn't have ran into the weather, I think we would have finished that race no problem.
Yep.
I mean, it's still really hard, obviously, and we still put a lot of work into it to make it happen.
Yeah.
But we would have finished the race.
We were tracking to finish it quite handily, I believe.
Yeah.
If we wouldn't have ran.
But that's not how it works.
No.
So you have to be ready for all the obstacles to be successful in this sport. And you're not going to win the race. You could someday, but everything has to go right. Everything has to go right, and you have to be ready for everything.
Yep. Yeah, and that's kind of like where I look at a guy like Andy Glaze, who's running 100-mile races literally every month of the year. It's like, he's prepared for anything.
Yeah.
And like he still DNFs at times. Yeah. But he rarely, Yeah. But is he at the front of the pack? No. He's not. And he's never going to be. But he finishes.
Yeah.
Most races.
He's seen it all, I'm sure.
He's
every
seen
scenario.
It all many times.
Many scenarios. So
yeah. So it's like I try not to beat ourselves up too bad because really we don't have very much experience.
No.
Bottom line.
Yeah. And so we're moving on. We're gonna keep this one short because we're running low on battery, or not battery, but SD life. So quick kind of plan for me. I'm not done yet this year. I don't think. I'm going to try to do, it's called the Red River Ultra Fest. Yeah. It's a 24-hour race.
Like a timed event.
It's a 5-mile loop.
Yep.
Fargo Moorhead area. and I'm going solo.
Yeah.
Going to try to drive down there by myself, run by myself, see what I can do. I just didn't get the opportunity, I don't feel like, to push myself to my limits. I think the biggest thing I'm nervous about is trying to drive home afterwards. That's about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can get back. And then after that, it's coming up with a plan for strength and more mileage into our next season of trying to run maybe a couple ultras starting in the spring. I'll let you kind of.
Yeah. We have done the Desert Rats, which is in April, and that was fun, but I don't know if I'm that convinced I want to go back to the desert.
Yeah.
It wasn't really my jam, and I've ran there a few times, and I don't really care for it. So we were talking about possibly doing the Zumbro Endurance run, 100 miler in early April. Looks like it could be nasty.
Yep.
For sure. Snow, mud, rain, wet, wind.
Yep.
It's in Minnesota, over by Rochester.
Yeah.
South of the cities. So yeah, I think we're going to start there, and then we're going to be back to Black Hills.
Yeah.
Hell or high water, that thing's going down.
Yeah. We're
going to get it. So we're going to do that in June, end of June. And then I am dabbling, not in drugs. I'm thinking about maybe trying to go back to the Maadahay for the 100. Because I got to get that monkey off my back.
God bless you.
I need to get that monkey off my back, especially because I got extremely close to finishing the race and failed in that department. But so I'm thinking I might try to run 300-mile races.
Wow.
This year.
Wow. Yeah. So this is officially the end of season 1 of the over 40 undertrained podcast.
Right.
So season 2 will boot up at some point.
Yep. The next month or so.
Yeah.
Maybe once we both. I haven't ran since I did the Maadahay 50, which I also DNF'd.
Yep.
It's extremely hot, and I could make up 100 excuses, but I gave up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm going to get back to running hopefully tomorrow.
Very good.
Thinking about starting. So yeah, we'll get it going again.
Moral of the story, it's okay to fail.
Yeah.
But we got to learn from it.
We got to fail forward.
And we're going to move forward with it. So
yeah.
Here's to another year.
Another year.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, life is passing you by, by. Your whole reality is nothing but a lie. Please stop taking up my time.